Today I'm going to talk about dating. Really dating. Today I want to talk about dating. There are several mistakes that people do in dating. I think the numbers are moving. Yeah? There are several things that people do in dating, and these are several mistakes that people do in dating. Let me start with women. Yeah? Yes, this lady gets someone dating her. They take her for an outing. Then she begins. Then the person tells, tell me more about you. Then, hey. Then the woman starts, my sisters are admitted, they are no longer in school, and my uncle. Don't talk about your family problems. Don't talk about family problems. Talk more all of you, and talk more of your positives, not more of your negatives. The negatives will be the future. More focus on the good thing out of the person and what you could expect the person to hear. What we call the food for the ear. What the ears expect to hear. Yes. But as time goes on, as days goes on, that's when you'll start speaking about your negative, about your deep family. Don't. Like for example, someone begins speaking, Nzomani abewafe bavu atomani tata wange ali kino this and this. That person omuntu ayinza okuba nga nno nga yakoowa sinakindi nga famire gye yasookeramu yalimu ebyo, mwalimu taata ne maama wagundi ne kojja. Kati ngo the person only wants a family with him, wife and children. Maybe the maid to accompany them in future. Now you're starting telling them how you want to bring your sister to be with you, how you want to bring your brother to educate her, how you want to bring your brother to start educating him, how your grandmother is suffocating the village and you want to bring also your grandmother there. You people are fed up. First know the kind of person you're with. And the kind of person maybe one day, one time you live with him in future. Get to know him or get to know her. Instead of don't talk about your problems. Let the problems come in future. In case he might ask, today why you are sad. You are not in that mood the way you used to be. What is happening? Then you may say that, you know what? I have my sick mother who is sick. Maybe that's when you can bring out that. But when the person has already seen how moody you are, how furious you become, how annoyance you be if you are annoyed, then the person will come to know. Coming to know tips of you. And for example, even for a man, for the man, the woman maybe have been suffocated with her first husband or the first relationship he or she was in. Then you begin, I love my mother a lot. And with my mother, when my mother, I sit here, she sits here. I always want my mother always to be in my home and always every weekend. Then this woman will say, want this relationship be like the other relationship I was in. Maybe it would be the mother-in-law did her more harm than what you think. And now, those are the first priorities you bring to her table. That I want to be with my mother, Zera Mama Wange, what are you saying? And every word if I speak to my mother before I take a decision, then this person will say, So, take time to talk about goals. Take time to know about the visions. Take time to talk about vision, goals, and objectives. If you'll ever one day move together. Because you never know. By the time someone tells you, "Man, I'm proposing," this person has to have known you, have to have known your thinking, have to have known your understanding, how deep you understand, how you are. Not this matter of telling you that, you know what, today I'm proposing and I'm putting you in a courtship. When you started with narrating your problems, don't start narrating your problems. Talk about your future plans, what you want to do in future. Yes, I want to have such a children. Oh, in most cases, you may ask the question first to your colleague first. You ask, but what would you wish to have in the future? How many children would you want in the future? What kind of job would you want to do at your 30s, at your 40s, and your 50s when you're a senior citizen? Talk about future issues. It will help you to know the kind of IQ of a person you are with. Yes. This person today, he might be poor, but him being poor today doesn't mean or doesn't decide that he will be like that forever. He might be broke today. And being broke today doesn't mean that I'll be broke forever. But always talk about things that are developmental, things that build up a relationship, things that empower one another. Those are the things that you should talk about more when you're in a dating. Don't overeat. There are people who eat. They go for one time, there are people who went for a dinner. I moved with some colleagues and some friends and those people who wish to propose one and the other, and sometimes you are accompanied in the same group moving. Then this person is a buffet. Then they line up to get their dinner. Then someone heaps a plate heaping. Then the person says, the lady can eat. The lady can eat. Eating all that. Eat proportional things. Eat proportional. However much you want something, don't overheat. The man maybe he can't afford to buy such. She's looking for someone who is a developmental person. Who said that, can we spare for tomorrow? If we eat all this. But don't just pretend as if you have a very big bag. You just put in everything. Can we buy chocolates? Yes. Can we buy bread? Yes. Can we buy can we buy car? Yes. Without even reason. You just having a yes, a yes, a yes. Please reason. There are people who mind for today and they don't mind for tomorrow. I believe the numbers are moving. The people who don't mind for tomorrow, for them they just leave the numbers to move. Then can we buy a car? Yes. Can we buy dresses for millions? I mean, yes. Without reason. But you know what? If we eat this for today, we have what we'll have for tomorrow? Yes. If today we spend this, shall we have what we can spare for tomorrow? Then the person will say that, then this person cares and looks ahead. But there are those people, and then this person, chikazi planning and receiving end. Don't only be on the receiving end. Don't only be on the receiving end, but always reason. Even if it's buying land, you can also reason that, you know what, the place is swampy. If we can afford for a dry land, then we can save and make some additional money to buy a better place or a proper land. Yes, that's reasoning. People want people who reason. Yes, you talk about your problems. You only want to talk about your side. Not only even minding about the future. You don't even mind the either side. Eh? You just there, my dear. Be very careful when you're in a debt. Be careful in what you speak. Be careful in what you see. Be careful and even what, let me say, over your consumption, in the swallowing, in the saying, in the looking, in the staring, in the gestures. It help you much. It will help you much. Yes? Yes? I believe things are happening. And I believe you are picking something. Yes, that will be enough for today. Bye-bye. There's another time. Zawe zedda.